Hi guys, I'm back. I was asked to make a test for Need for Speed The Run on the Microsoft Surface Pro, and I've just installed the game on my external solid state drive. So let's see how it runs. Let's check out the settings. I haven't done anything yet, but it seems to be running pretty smooth. Most of all set to medium. We got low texture quality and we got VSync on. I think we should try with this. We go back and we take the run. Start new. Take normal. At the moment we're running with about 30 frames per second. When it loads it drops to 15 frames per second. Well, let's hope that when we get into the game it won't drop. It will stay on 30. Otherwise we have to change the settings. Now we drop to 13 to 14 when we got a movie bit. That's not good. Dropped again. Can see the frames per second in the upper left corner. I think we have to change the settings. We can't change the settings in the game. This takes forever. And also with this game I've set it to compatibility mode Windows 7 and locked it so it won't decrease the display like I've done in all the other games as well. I actually didn't try to open without doing it because it's sort of just a thing you have to do, so why check it? If we look away from the lag spikes, the game is incredibly beautiful on the Microsoft Surface Pro. The full HD screen on the Surface Pro really shows the pictures very nice. Electronic Arts have made a very beautiful game. Now we are down to 8 frames per second. But I think we have to run this and then I close the game and we change the setting and we run it again. I apologize for the slow start, but there's, as far as I have found, no way to skip this. No. When I have driven a bit on this setting, I will close the game without saving so we can see the same sequence again, hopefully with a better frame rate. Now we're down to 7. But I didn't suspect the game to be running smoothly on the medium setting. Never seen this kind of interaction in a Need for Speed game before. Have to get yourself out of the car before the machine crosses you. That can't be nice. The frame rate is very bad at the moment. Now we just need to get over the edge, and then we should see him run to a car, and then I can drive. Beautiful Audi. Pedal to the metal, and we are running with 7 frames per second, and I can hardly turn the vehicle. I think we've seen enough. Have to quit. Yes, I'm sure. Then let's see if we can change the graphics settings so we can get a better frame rate, because this is ridiculous. Display, advanced, mesh quality, we'll go to low, 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 and we turn off VSync. Let me just check that it has remembered it. It has. Screen resolution still 1080p. I'm sorry that we have to see the video again, but as I said, we are checking the frame rate compared to the medium setting before. Now we have it on low and VSync is off. So far it doesn't look good. The frame rate drops to about 15 as it did before. It's a beautiful car though. If only we could skip this. Oh, we could. Or nah, we can't. Look at the details. It's amazing. Frame rate looking bad. It does not look good for the frame rate. I think we should stop it here and try to change the screen resolution as well. Let's take it down to 13, 16 times 768. What worries me is that the menu frame rate doesn't change, but let's hope it changes in game. And now we have to wait for this again. And the frame rate dropped again. I'd say we had the lowest graphic settings that you would play this game. Now the edges are starting to get blurry and itchy. That's a shame, because it's an incredibly beautiful game on the Surface Pro. So if you got any suggestions how to make the game run smoothly, I'm open. But it has to be able to run from an external hard drive, in my case, because I only got the 64GB version of the Surface Pro, and it's filled with a lot of other stuff. So I don't have room to install Need for Speed on the main drive. But I have in many other cases, if you have seen my earlier videos, most of the time it's no problem that it runs from the external hard drive, especially after I changed from a rotating disk to a solid state drive. We're looking at 11, 10, 9 frames per second. That's rarely enough to play a game, especially a fast-paced game, which Need for Speed is. I don't know if I've said it, but I'm making this video as a request from a viewer. We are down to 6 frames per second. And now we will be able to see how the game reacts on the low setting. VSync is off when I drive, but it does not look promising. Same result as before. 7 frames per second. Can hardly turn the car. Throttle don't react as fast as it should. Not to say the brakes. At the moment it's unplayable. It's really a shame. But I really don't know what. Well, now that the screen changed. But to a lousy setting. Well, I give it one more chance then. If it lags in the video, I won't wait till I can drive. And this is really the last thing that you want to do. Decrease the screen compared to the large screen you have. Well, at the moment I got about 30 frames per second, so far so good. If it's possible to play it like this, then it will be the same as most of the other games. Mass Effect 3. What do we got? StarCraft. The more powerful games that you wouldn't play it. PlanetSide 2 also. You wouldn't play it on the Surface Pro because you enjoy playing on Surface Pro. You will only play it on Surface Pro if you're at a friend's house or away on vacation and you don't have your powerful laptop or stationary PC. Then it's a possibility that you have to play on the Surface Pro to entertain yourself, not as a main computer for these games. Many other games like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, Diablo 3. Diablo 3 not so much. Star Wars: The Old Republic can run on it as well. On those you will enjoy playing on the Surface Pro. But you should think as the Surface Pro as an ultrabook, a powerful tablet and a powerful document computer to watch HD movies and YouTube and play a little, not as the main gaming laptop. It simply is not strong enough. And I'll say it's mostly because it only has 4 GB of RAM and the Intel GPU card, the graphics card. Because the i5 Intel processor should be strong enough to play these games. I just ran it from my stationary and it does not have one of the latest Intel CPUs. It's got an Intel CPU but not one of the i processors. And it runs the game smoothly. So let's see. Sorry that this is such a long video. I should have tested the game better before I started recording. I hope you can bear with me. Normally I keep the videos on about 10 minutes. But this is going to be a bit longer, I'm sorry. Now we get to drive. The game runs a lot better at the moment, but let's see when I gain control of the car. Well, we got 1 to 2 frames per second better than when we were running 1080p resolution, so that's really not good. I can hardly drive. Soon I have to make a turn. I don't know if that will be possible with this frame rate. This is not very easy. Yeah, you saw it. Well, I'll say as a conclusion, the game is able to run on the Surface Pro, no compatibility problems, but the hardware in the Surface Pro is simply not strong enough. Stay tuned, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in another game. Bye.